Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for an account review. In the title, it will probably say 80 million power plus. However, right now we have 72.6 million. This is because we do have 1.4 million in the Hall of Heroes, and once we get them back, we're gonna be at around 78 million. So by the time the KVK is actually over, we're gonna be 80 million, and then going into next KVK, we're gonna be at around 86 million probably. And from there, I'm only going to increase my power level, and eventually I want to now get to 100 million, because I have been around this level ever since I came back to the game, basically. So that's 1.5 years. So we're gonna start this with the VIP. There is a whole lot of context to my account why I'm so far behind, even though I have started playing over 4 years ago. So for example, I have 801 days logged in. Obviously this should by now be over 1000. Like I said, I have been away for 1.5 years. So we are at VIP 15. I'm going to grow this organically until VIP 16, and then maybe I'm going to gem quite a bit. And also in the future I am planning to once again spend more money, because right now I'm really only buying the absolute necessity. So that is Lucerne Scrolls, the gem supply, and then the 50% speed on the crystal mine. Then we can look at the commanders. Well, actually no. First and foremost, we are going to more info. So we have almost 1 billion kill points. I've been a part of Brabber fighting KVKs only about 2.5 times. So by today's standards, 1 billion kill points is really not a whole lot. However, this is going to increase fairly quickly in the future from KVK to KVK. But I must say this is really organic. There is no farm killing. I also don't hunt gatherers. I, for myself, consider it a waste of time. I would rather just have my gatherers out. And you can see this is organic because I almost have twice as much in tier 5 kills as I have in tier 4. Then for the dead troops, we have 8.8 million. A whole bunch of those are because I have constantly been zeroed while I was away from the game. However, as you have seen, I have 1.4 million right now in the Hall of Heroes, and in the future obviously that's going to be more because my power level is going to increase. And you know, we have kill requirements in the kingdom, so yeah. Resources gathered. I am super active since I have come back to the game. And then resources assistance. I did give away about 1.5 billion when I left my old kingdom. And otherwise, this is organic. This is really just helping people in the kingdom and stuff like that. There is no sharing between farms because a whole lot of people do that just to increase this number. They do the same thing with the dead troops. They will just not heal, and then they can take control over which units are dying. So they kill like tier 4 siege units and stuff like that. So they are not losing the troops they actually need. And this way you can quite conveniently blow up this number. Stuff like that will never happen on my account. I don't stat pad at all. Then we're gonna look at the commanders. Once again, there is a whole lot of context. However, I'm only going over the commanders we are using. We start from the bottom, just like Drake. We have Mehmet Amca. He is not expertise yet. We have, well, we are sometimes using YSG and Alex. They are both expertise. We are sometimes using Ramses. He is at 5552. Our Guan Yu is at 5155. And then Scipio, Boudica, and Nevsky are expertise. Now, Nevsky, I only did about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's basically my newest addition because I was never interested in cavalry. However, Rise of Kingdoms is a cavalry game. You are always in an advantage playing them. And so now, since I'm really committed to the game, I'm going by what's good and not just what do I like. Now we are always also working on Joan of Arc. She is a 5411. In another video I did show how I max spin or did spin the wheel 100 times. We have gotten 100 sculptures, that is Joan and Universal combined. And she will be ready for the next KVK. I'm really looking forward to this. Then and we also have Artemisia, I forgot to mention her. And then for the equipment, on my main archer we have 4 pieces of the legendary set. We have the bow with a proc. We also have 2 pieces of the revival set. And I do use the Call of the Loyal. Yeah, of course, I would rather have a ring and a Horn of Fury, but I don't have all of that right now. So I'm using a Call of the Loyal because I value movement speed over maybe some extra damage. I also use the triple line formation because, yeah, like I said, movement speed to me is just more important. Now for the accessories, they are right now not set up the way I would usually fight. It's just right now mix and match according to the events that I'm playing. Then for Nevsky, this is my newest equipment. Like I said, I never really played cavalry. I had a makeshift solution Saladin at 5551, and he had actually the green weapon and the green legs. So this is very new. We have 2 pieces of the legendary set, the boots and the helmet. The helmet I have gotten just 4 or 5 days ago. We have the gloves with a proc. Those are the Navas control. So yeah, I am extremely lucky when it comes to the procs. Then on my main infantry equipment, we have once again 4 pieces of the legendary set. And yes, I did go for the shield. Now a lot of people will tell you you should only go for the shield if you definitely go to refine it, and that is true. This is a very individual decision that I made and I'm happy with it, and yeah. But if somebody tells you, hey, there are better options for somebody who's not like a really big spender and stuff like that, they are mostly right. Then we have the Hope Cloak and the Karuak's Humility. We have a Ring of Doom and we have a Horn of Fury. Then on my second archer equipment, nothing special to see. And I'm probably going to fairly soon dismantle all of this because I want to get a Horn of Fury and or a Concealed Dagger before the fighting in the next KVK starts, which should be maybe a little over a month. Then we can look at Scipio. He has the second infantry equipment. And we have Eternal Night refined. However, this is actually manually refined. So one thing I forgot is on Guan Yu, we actually once again have the gloves with a proc. This is not manually refined. So I have what? Like 20 legendary items, not even, and 3 of them came out with a proc. That's actually insanely lucky. So then we can look at the marches. Now I have the option of going with 5 marches that are decent or going with 3 marches that are good. The way, and this is actually factually correct, there is this misconception that there is efficiency in numbers. That is actually not true, given the context, because this only works when you change the value. So the value always was resources. And if you value resources, then you should always only use equally strong marches. If you have a decrease in firepower or decrease in just overall strength and viability of your march, then you should keep it down low and not use as many marches. However, if you change the value to time, you just want to get as many kills as possible, and maybe resources are not as much of a priority, then yeah, sure, you can use a lot of marches. So for me, sometimes I'm like, hey, in this fight I could get a lot of kills, and I do have an abundance of resources, so I'm going with 5 marches. Now my setup looks like this. We have Guan Yu and Scipio. We have Boudica with Artemisia. We have Nevsky with Mehmed Amca. However, he, like I said, would be replaced by Joan of Arc. And then for 5 marches, we would have Guan and Alex. Theoretically, apparently there is going to be a relic for Alex, and at that point I would actually split up Guan and Scipio permanently and make 2 infantry marches out of those. Then we have Boudica and YSG. We have Artemisia with Ramses. We have Nevsky with Minamoto. Once again, that would be replaced by Joan. And we do have Scipio with Mehmed Amca. Then I guess we can go over my inventory a little bit. I'm not good here in holding on to items or token or virtual currency. I've never been. This has been a thing since 2002 or whenever I started online gaming. I have to open stuff. Like sometimes I manage to get to 100 million of each resource, but at that point I'm getting anxious and panic attacks and I can't sleep, so I open the stuff. Then ornaments, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about this shit. Like seriously, who cares? Like I'm sorry, but no thank you. Then once again, I'm not good holding on to items, so we don't have a lot of keys. However, I do kind of want to change that because sometimes you are in a live stream or make a video and you can do that in the background, right? However, I will never do this thing where I make like a 5-hour live stream based on opening, I don't know, 200 golden keys. I will never do that. So then, I guess for city skins, this is not interesting on my account because I do use the Easter Party. It gives me 5% Archer health and takes away 5% Cav attack. This has been perfect for me. Right now it falls a bit out of fashion because it is only a 5% bonus. However, it still is a really good skin, and I don't actually have anything else that is even remotely interesting. I've never looked at city skins. This might change at the point where I approach 100 million power, because maybe I'm actually going for a Zenith of Power to kind of, you know, make it like a big bang, make it like a celebration, hitting 100 million power, going for Zenith of Power, getting a city skin and everything, and now I'm this big guy, right? That is the idea. So that is my account. A whole lot of mistakes have been made in the past, and also the 1.5 year break from the game really was a detriment to the state of my account. I did spend around 6,000 to 7,000 euros, which would be a little more in US dollars. However, once again, because of the break I took, most of the value from that money is actually gone. So yeah, I kept this to under 15 minutes. Damn, I'm proud of myself. Hey, by the way, I did watch Vilma yesterday, and oh my god, I'm still recovering. So after the recording of this video, I'm right away actually going to a psychiatrist. Like holy crap. But then the elimination chamber was up and the slam dunk contest from the All-Star weekend in the NBA, which was really cool. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching the video. Bye. You can stop the video. There is nothing to see here. Get the hell out.